Shawty, hey, how you doing, baby? You good? You straight? You sure? All right now. Y'all, I feel so phenomenal right now. I feel so good. Like in my spirit, in my soul. I feel so good. Like after I got that story off my chest yet again, and I got the receipts off my chest yet again, I feel so good. I feel way better now than the first 2 times I told the story originally on my channel. This time it meant something different to me. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it, but it just meant something different to me. And I guess it's because of the way that I chose to look at the situation, the way in which I'm choosing to handle the situation. I'm not trying to fight this. It's nothing that I can fight. I just kind of got to give the demon what the demon wants in order to keep it at bay. It's my fault as to why I'm in this predicament. And I want to share too that the reason for me sharing my story was not to complain about it. Yes, I'm pissed off at the fact that I got to pay child support to somebody who doesn't deserve it. Yes, I feel like it's very unfair that this is happening to me. But at the same time, I understand that I put myself in this predicament based off of how I was raised and what I took from what I was raised and how I use that in the world. How I chose to show up in the world is what got me in this predicament right now. So I can't really be mad at that. All I can do is just try to pull the positive out of a negative situation and try to transmute it into something that is going to work for me. Put power in something that's going to work for me. And how I chose to do that was I was just like, you know what? She wants this money. I'm going to give her this money. This money is her God. This money is what she worship. No, even though in the email, plenty of times, me and my son is fine. We live in a wonderful, happy life. We don't need nothing from you, but you on here begging. But I didn't get on here to just complain about it and say how unfair it was, or to say that just keep bashing on the fact that I don't deserve this, I don't deserve this, because it is what it is. I've already had a man, and I'm pretty sure there'll probably be more men, if they see it, who will comment and say things like, oh, now you get to see what men go through. Man up. I had a comment that said man up under one of my videos that I had put. I think it was a short that I had put out, or a video that I put out about this situation where I was talking about it. A man posted and he was just like, man up. And I responded and I was like, I have. Because I have. Never, not one time have I not done what I was supposed to do when I was supposed to do it. Now, granted, my situation, my circumstances had it to where I could not provide any money for somebody. And I wasn't mad about not providing no money, because I knew for a fact the person did it out of spite and they really don't need the money. So I wasn't really tripping on that, but I take care of what I'm supposed to take care of. Again, like I said, I put myself in this situation. There were plenty of times where I could have got out of this situation before this even got to this point, but it is what it is. So any man who wants to come under my post and say whatever they want to say about I need to man up, or I'm dealing with what all men deal with in the system, shut up, or whatever negative stuff that they got to say as it pertains to that situation, baby, you can say whatever you want. I already knew that shit was going to come because y'all brains. Some of y'all just, it is what it is. So that's not a thing for me. I don't really care about that shit. What really mattered to me was just finding my voice, being able to share this story. Again, my channel is called The Journey Journal for a reason. I'm sharing different things that have happened in my life. I'm sharing what is currently going on in my life. I'm sharing the many mistakes I've made in my life. I'm sharing the accountability factor of the things that have happened in my life. Like, I'm an open book for the most part. If I don't want to share it, baby, I'm not going to share it. But that was the whole point of this channel. It just so happened that this situation continuously keeps coming up. Like, it's gonna be there until I'm off of child support, when he's like 18, or when he's out of school at 21, 22, something like that. So I'm gonna have to have this situation ongoing until then. But like I said, just sharing it, I just wanted to speak up for myself. I just wanted to share this because there are people out there who are still people pleasers, who have grown up to become people pleasers, and they just don't understand that they are going to run into people who don't give nothing about them, don't give two shits about them, don't care about them. They're going to act like they care about you, but as soon as they realize that they can use you and get over on you, baby, they're going to use you and get over on you because you're a nice person. And that was my situation. I was a very nice person. I'm a very compromising person. I was a very easygoing person. If something seemed like it made sense that the other person brought up, I would just go along with it, not really thinking too far ahead into it. But I have learned. I have strengthened my discernment. Like, that thing is up there. My discernment, my baby, is up there. I've strengthened that. But most importantly, I'm not afraid to speak up for myself, irregardless of what somebody else does. I already told myself with this situation, like, I can't control what this woman wants to do. I can't control how she's going to move. All I can control is how I choose to respond to this situation, what I choose to give power to in this situation. I can be as sweet as pie. And if you listen to the text messages, if you watch the video where I exposed all of the text messages, you can see where I was being respectable or respectful. I was trying to be sweet. I was trying to still say that I love this person. I wanted to be in their life. Like, I was still being very respectful, very, very sweet with this person. But this person had an agenda in their mind, and they wasn't letting that shit go. So it didn't matter how nice I was to them. If I was nice, nasty to them, it didn't give a fuck. It didn't matter. She was going to do what she wanted to do, irregardless of how I treated her or how I went. I could have sat there and took blame for everything. Yeah, you saying all of this shit is my fault. Okay, it is my fault. You saying I'm a horrible person. Okay, yeah, I am a horrible person. She still was going to do what the hell she wanted to do. So, you know, once I really started taking that into account, I was like, again, how can I take this situation and turn it into something good? Pay the demon. Keep the demon at bay. The money is the god to that demon. The money is what that demon worships. So in order to keep that demon up off your back, give her what the hell she wants. But let me tell y'all this. Let me share my testimony with y'all. Because I knew for a fact once I decided to give her this money that I was going to command. I have the power to command money back into me. Whatever I'm having to give out to her, baby, I'm going to get that tenfold. And I know that because I put power in that. I believe in that. And I wholeheartedly manifest that with everything in me. So I haven't even made my first payment to her this month. The payment that I'm supposed to be making to her this month is $50. Come January, I'm supposed to be paying her the full amount that I'm supposed to pay her every month, which is $138. Okay? I told myself, go ahead, take the money that you use to buy food for you and your kids, take her money out of that money. It is what it is. I was pissed because I'm like, yeah, at this point now you really are taking food out of my kid's mouth, but it is what it is. Because I know how I'm moving. I know how I'm handling this situation. And I know the Most High got my back. So I'm good. Ain't nothing good gonna come to her from this situation. And it is what it is. But y'all, when I decided to just go ahead and pay the demon, the very next day that I had sent the email off to her, I would take it back. 2 days after I sent the email off to her, letting her know I was going to pay her and all that shit, I got an email from this company that I have internet through. They sent me an email and it was like, as a value customer, we love having you. Here's a $100 e-gift card. All you got to do is put your information in. Now, of course, you know, holidays, motherfuckers scamming out here in this world. So I was like, bitch, you ain't finna get me with the scammy, the okie doke scam. So I looked at it. I was checking it out. I made sure that it wasn't a scam. I saw that it wasn't something where I had to buy something in order to get it. I saw I didn't have to take a survey. I saw I also wasn't in the running or in a drawing to get it. They literally were saying, all you have to do is fill out this information right here. And in 7 to 10 days, we're going to give it to you. It's going to be an e-gift card for $100. That came to me 2 days after I sent that message to her. Then I had to go pay my rent. Now, mind you, I took $100 out of my rent last month because I needed shit for my kids. So I went ahead and took that $100 out, got what I got. I told my landlord, hey, the rent is going to be short $100. I knew I was going to have extra money. I was going to have a little bit extra money come up on my next check. So I was like, okay, with that extra money that I got, I'm going to just go ahead before I do anything else, and I'm going to just give it to her for my rent, because what's most important to me is a place for me to live. I got to have shelter. My babies need shelter, and I done already been evicted once, baby. We not trying to go through them problems. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give it this $100. Come time to give it $100. Of course, all this shit is going on with the ex and stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out money, and I was like, damn, okay. I can't give her the $100 immediately, but what I can do is I can break it down into $25 increments. That's 4 payments of $25. I will give it to her. So I made my money order for my rent $25 over what I'm supposed to give her. I went over there. I showed up with the check, gave her the check, me and her chatting it up or whatever. Cool lady, real nice lady. I said, okay, I got this money for you, the extra 25. I said, I'm continuously paying it off. I owe you $75 more. This woman looked at me. She said, you know what? You don't even owe me that money. You keep that money. You're a good person. You live well. I don't have any problems out of you. And I love tenants like you. You don't owe me nothing. Thank you for just being who you are. I said, are you sure? She said, yes. I said, are you positive? She said, yes. I said, okay, all right. I'm not going to question it no more. And I basically didn't have to give her that money. I can keep that money now. And I had actually took out $50 to give her $50 so I could break the payment up into 2. But now I have that extra $25. So I'm going to put another $25 with that shit. And I'm going to pay this demon the $50 like I'm supposed to. Then another thing came. So if you're keeping up with me, I got to pay this woman $50 this month. I got to pay her $138 next month and for the remainder of the duration of this child support order. I said I'm going to command that money back to me. Whatever I put out, more than enough is going to come back to me. So far, we had $175. $175, and I haven't even given her $50 yet. This month that I give her $50, I've already received $175 back. But wait, there's more. My brother came back in town. He went to go chill by his boo thing for the holidays. My brother came back in town, me and him chopping it up. He said, first and foremost, hold up. He started messing with his phone. He said, let me send you this. I said, whoa, send me what? He said, remember the last time before the holidays or whatever you did my hair and I told you I got you? I got you. Now, he didn't send me a whole heap of money, but he did send me something, baby. And I really didn't. I've thought about it for a while now, and I think I might actually send him that money back because he's a struggling college student who's been out here trying to do Spark and everything else to make money. I just may give him that money back. But he gave me some money for doing his hair. Like, 2 weeks ago that I did his hair? But he went ahead and gave me some money for that. I wasn't expecting that money. My hand was itching, but baby, I didn't know where the money was coming from. I was just like, okay, I'm ready to receive. But I'm sharing all of that to tell you this. No matter what anybody tries to do to you in this life, if you continue to move with a good heart, if you continue to move with a good spirit, if you continue to do things in good faith, I promise you, things will come back to you that are supposed to come back to you. When somebody is trying to do you dirty, it is very easy to go tit for tat with that person. It is very easy to go back and forth with that person. But if you just take a second, step outside of the situation, assess the situation and see where you didn't do anything wrong and a person is trying to trigger you because it's some shit that they got going on with them that they can't deal with and they trying to trigger you, you start to realize how sad that person is, how really truly sad that person is inside. And you think about the situation of how sad the situation is. And I feel like it makes you not want to go back and forth with that person. Because that's what I got to. I got to a place with my situation where I was like, she's only attacking me because she's sad. That's it. Other than the fact that she's being a spiteful bitch. Other than that. But she's sad. Like the back and forth stuff that she kept saying back and forth to me, I was like, she can't even see where she's contradicting herself and she's sad. I can tell that this is coming from a place of sadness. That's really sad for her. I'm not finna do this shit with her. I'm not finna go back and forth with her. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And then when I realized that she couldn't even understand what I was saying, then I started realizing the bitch was dumb. And I was like, okay, we got to get out of here. She's just a sad, dumb bitch. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I say this. Whatever you have against another person or with another person, when you handle that situation with that person, try your best to handle it with tact. Now, what you say when you get off the phone, when you stop text messaging, when you stop emailing, just to get that shit out of your body, off your chest, say that shit. Allow your human to be human and dog that motherfucker out. Okay? Dog they ass out. Drag the shit out of them. But come back to yourself. Be thankful that you were able to have that human moment. Be thankful that you are actually able to have your spiritual moment and get back to what the fuck matters. Because that bitch don't matter. That shit that she pulling really don't matter. And I had to take the fear out of the situation. I lived for so long in the fear that if I don't be nice to her, if I don't kiss her ass and lick her taint, then she'll fucking take me to court. I'm so scared. But I got to the place where I'm like, she don't really want to go to court. She don't want to go to court. She ain't got no money to go to court. I definitely don't want to go to court because I ain't got no money to go to court. So if what she wants is $138, which really she only get $136, I'm just gonna give her $136 to shut her up, because what I'm gonna get is gonna be far more than what I'm gonna give to her, and what I'm gonna give that child when that child comes to see me when he's older, when he wants to know who I am and he wants to have a conversation. What I'm gonna give that child, that right there is gonna be the ultimate cherry on top of this situation, baby. Because after he finished talking to me, he gonna want to go talk to his mama. He gonna want to go talk to his funk ass mammy. And baby, he gonna have some words for her ass. If he don't, then it is what it is. But I feel like he will. And at that point, bitch, checkmate for me. I've gotten what I needed. So I just want to share that with y'all. Let me get on in these streets because it is raining. I got to get back to my babies. I don't want nobody to wake up from their nap before I get home. You know, my oldest is with the babies, but they knocked out sleep. I'm finna get to this place so I can go get us some food real quick, and then I'm gonna head to the house. But I want y'all to have the day that you deserve. I want y'all to overcome whatever situation is trying to take you down. I want you to know that that situation that is trying to take you down, baby, it's not meant to take you down. It may feel like that in the moment, but it's not. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. It's happening for you to realize some shit about yourself. It's happening for you to possibly pick yourself up by yourself. It may not be about nobody else. It may be about you. Or the situation could be happening for you in order for you to see that you do need help. You do need to reach out to somebody. You do need to call such and such and talk to them. You do need to hash this shit out. But once you do that, baby, let that shit go. Try your best to let it go the best way that you possibly can. Be it talking to somebody. Be it going to get your body massaged on, rubbed on so you can get that shit up out your body. Going to chiropractor somewhere. Invest in yourself. Because these people out here is not finna invest in you like you go invest in yourself. They don't care about you the way that you care about yourself. So take care of yourself. The situation is gonna be handled. As long as you have your intentions right when you going into trying to handle the situation and you ain't trying to be on no dirty shit because you have risen above that, don't ever let nobody, don't ever, and I'm stressing this so much because I hear it all the time. Listen to me. Don't you ever let nobody take it back. Don't you ever allow nobody to take you back to what you used to be. Don't you ever do that shit. Because I've heard people say, such and such don't stop playing with me. I'm gonna go back to my old ways. Don't you fucking do that. You have come so far from them old ass ways. And this person that's messing with you, let me tell you something. That's a test. Because everything that you've said in your life that you want moving forward, you can have. But you got to be tested in order to see if you're really ready to get that shit. Or you going to fall for the okie doke, or you going to pick up the goddamn pieces and keep it moving. I advise you to pick up them damn pieces and keep it pushing. Because there's so much in store for you that's not in store for that person that's trying to do you dirty. Or those people that's trying to do you dirty. They ain't going to get shit. And they're trying to bring you down there with them so you don't get shit. Something I heard a long time ago, that even though a lot of people is kind of crazy about this person, they're like, I ain't really listening to that person. But what they said was a message. It was some tea. I heard it a long time ago on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Steve said, sometimes we be holding on to people. And we don't realize that in order to get to the place that we going, we have to let that person go. And that leads me to tell you this. There could be doors in front of you that are supposed to be open for you. But you will never be allowed to go through those doors because you keep holding on to that dead weight. I don't care what it is that's making you hold on to that dead weight, baby. You got to get to the point within yourself to where you realize you need to let that shit go. So in order for you to go forward and move on, you need to go. That person is not deserving to see you in the light that is waiting for you. That person is not deserving to experience you at your elevated state. That person is not meant to go with you in that direction. So let their ass go. Let that situation go. Let that pain go. Let that fear go. And start being optimistic. I love you. Take care of yourself. Drink your water and mind your goddamn business. But you can mind mine because I'm putting it out here so you mind as well. I fucking love you, bruh.